Ladies and gentlemen, this is the K-Series National title bout held in the women's 112-pound flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior holds a record of 8 wins, 2 losses. Representing Strategic Combat, help me welcome Rebecca Ward. Introduciendo la esquina roja. Representando Church Street Boxing, presentando Janisa Quezada.
Quezada is pumped up right now.
She had so much fun during her walkout, dancing, smiling. That's what you want to see. You already put in all the hard work. Now it's just the victory lap. Should get her way tonight.
They've got 3 2-minute rounds to do it. Kickboxing rule set, so you know it's going to be fast-paced. Rebecca Ward out of the blue corner. Jenny Quezada out of the red. K title, 112-pound series. K-Series flyweight title on the line.
The action begins with their first for this title bout, Nick Grant.
And we need to give a special shout out to our #1 fan, Marilyn Hornsby, watching from down in South Carolina. Thank you so much for tuning in. And here we go. K-Series title on the line. Ward blue corner, Quezada red corner. Oh, we knew this would be a fast affair. This is not disappointing already.
At this weight class, the flurries are going to be so fast that it's really hard to see what's landing with the most power. It really comes down to who lands last, in my opinion. Who starts and ends the exchanges.
Solid hands land there for Ward.
I've sparred so many rounds with Janny. She doesn't stop. If she gets hit with something, she acts like it never even happened. That's a huge benefit if you're in with somebody like Rebecca Ward, who's going to be active.
Ward with some interesting feints. A little off-kilter timing there. Nice left hand land for her.
I mentioned before the fight, a little highlight after the weigh-ins, that Rebecca tends to fight on her back leg. She's a good counter striker, but you know what she depends on is Janny coming forward to be able to be a counter striker. So we'll see which game plan they go with tonight.
Ward so far in this round landing a lot of nice hands.
Near miss on the teep. .30 seconds left in their first round.
Boy, that flew by.
Good combination from Janny there. Rebecca's coming back for her own. Nice low kick as well. Yeah, I do see the feints that Rebecca's investing in. It's really nice. Janny, man, when she comes in with 5, 7, 10 punches. Marches forward. Oops.
Ward after that break, jumping right in there. Ward is down. A knockdown.
Oh
a knockout. Quezada lands another shot as she was trying to get up.
Rebecca is hurt. She doesn't have her feet underneath her. Rebecca's very hurt.
She is wobbling and Quezada is feeling good. Can Ward clear the cobwebs and come back? Just as the 10-second knock sounded, Ward got knocked down.
Janny landed something lethal just now. Lethal. What are they?
I believe,
what's happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. What I believe is happening. Ward was trying to get up after that shot, and Quezada hit her again, so I think they might be calling it a foul.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
I'd like to see a replay of that if we can. But Ward is looking wobbly still. Now we're going to see what referee Nick Grant, if he does, he may end up pulling a point for this. Let's check the replay of this. We see on the replay there, as Ward is trying to get up, Quezada may have clipped her once again. So I believe what likely may happen is, I believe that is not going to be counted as a knockdown. However, Ward still may be wobbly. Interesting end of that round.
She's going to get an opportunity to rest in between rounds. Ward is saying that she's good. Here's a replay coming up where we can see exactly what went down. There's the knockdown.
You know, it looked like a clash of heads almost. If you look at what knocked her down, if we can get another shot at that.
I was trying to keep an eye on Nick Grant. What was Nick Grant doing? Was his hand between the fighters to break them? What was he saying?
Watch
I couldn't
the head
hear.
of Quezada.
Ah, it was a clash of heads.
There's a clash of heads that knocked off her equilibrium, and that's why Ward went down as she was getting up. Quezada landed that other shot.
I see.
Really, really crazy turn of events there.
That was a really good replay. Good catch by the cameraman.
Yeah. Don't forget, folks, you can follow me at Liam Talks Fights and LG at LG.Pinnell. It'll be our honor if you follow us along on this journey. Here we go. Second of 3 scheduled rounds for the K-Series 112-pound title.
Oh, Rebecca's looking sharp already.
Yeah, Rebecca's right back. Quezada's running across the ring at her. This is getting furious in there.
You know, I think when you're looping punches and you're coming forward with your head, there's always the fear of clashing heads. It's definitely on their minds now that it's happened once before. Even though Rebecca went down, I'm seeing a lot of redness on the top of Janny's head where they seemed to clash heads.
On that left cheek?
Yep.
You know, also a really quick catch by referee Nick Grant.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on it. He was on it.
Solid left hand lands for Ward. Ward seems like she's got a game plan. Score the points, get out, and reset.
To stay in this after something like that happens, you've got to give her credit. Heart of a warrior already. And we're only in the second round.
Under a minute left in the second. More than halfway through this fight if it goes the whole way.
Big teep from Ward there. Low kicks there from Rebecca. Janny keeping the pressure on.
Under 30 seconds remaining in the second. Ward hit the back of her head there pretty hard on the canvas.
Yeah, I think that was a clear score from Janny. We questioned the first one because of that's 2 big scores in a row. 2 big scores in a row.
Those 2 shots may have gotten Janny this round. That was an interesting turn of events. As the round was, for the first half, it was like Ward going and scoring her points. Pot shots, getting back out. Score points, get back out. But the more dominant shots, which showed the more damage, were scored by Quezada in the
Absolutely, absolutely. And there was no question that those 2 were clean. The first one was clearly a headbutt. That was not Rebecca's fault. But those last 2 big shots were clearly clean strikes from Janny.
That is showing ring generalship indeed and effective aggression. Third round, both of these fighters know it could all come down to this. I mean, we don't know how the first went. To be honest, we don't know how the second went because a judge could look at that and say, okay, since Ward was ahead scoring points, okay, 2 shots don't negate it. That's all up to an individual judge's point of view on this.
Right.
But it's a fact. This could all come down to the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think it is coming down to these next 2 minutes. I think we had a little bit of momentum pushing in Janny's corner in the last minute of that last round, but there's still a whole 2 minutes to go. So a lot can happen.
Will the girl from Washington Heights take this title in Madison Square Garden? Nice teep there for Ward lands. Quezada coming in. 1-2, left kick nicely for Quezada. Swiftly timed teep there. A little blood from the nose of Quezada coming now. Quezada is running her down into the corner.
She is an absolute bull when she gets going.
Nice left hand lands. Oh, solid punches landing for Quezada. Ward doing a nice job neutralizing and pulling her in, although no clinching is permitted. Ward with a nice punch there. Left hand coming over.
Janny's not stopping. I think her nose is bothering her. She keeps wiping at it. I don't think she can breathe out of it. It's not seeming to stop her, but you have to know that she's thinking, okay, I'm showing damage. I've got to score more.
And Rebecca Ward sees that. It only makes her want to go harder.
Beautiful jab from Janny and a teep to follow. Those teeps are what set Rebecca down earlier. Nice sweep. Rebecca was off balance and Janny knew right when to sweep her.
Solid 1-2.
Big punches from Janny.
We're going to see if Quezada can make an impression in these final 35 seconds.
This round is coming to a close. Someone's about to be a champion.
Who can make an impression on the judges in this final 20 seconds?
Both of these ladies have so much heart. Rebecca, after that knockdown in the first round from that head clash, and Janny clearly pushing through an injury.
Teep from Quezada.
Big combinations from both ladies. Beautiful teep.
And that will be the fight. We go to the judges' scorecards. Wow, that was a battle. That was a fight worthy of being a title fight.
Yeah. They did more in those 3 rounds than a lot of people get done in 5 or 6 rounds.
They got more done in those 3 rounds than most people get done in their whole life.
And you know what? Can I also just say, so much class from Rebecca Ward's team.
Yeah.
After a headbutt like that set her down, they didn't use it as an excuse. They just continued to look for opportunities to make this their night. I think Janny had a lot of success in those last rounds, but we'll see which way the judges take this.
And folks, we will go to the judges' scorecards here. Colenio Cruz and CEO Ricky Villazelo in the ring ready to award that belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest presenting our K1 Series title belt this evening. Give it up for Alex Pereira's coach, Colenio Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 2-minute rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. With our winner by unanimous decision, coming out of the red corner, Janisa Quezada.
Janisa Quezada has done it. The girl from Washington Heights has taken this title in Madison Square Garden. What a moment for her right now. And that was a war for her to get that. You see her and Chris Kwiatkowski there in the middle of the ring.